line, both will cut at one point. So here is point number P5 dash. Similarly here is point number P6 dash, here is point number P7 dash, and here is point number P8 dash. 8 points are there. Now join all these points with a smooth curve, so it would appear like this. And this smooth curve shows the curve of intersection between these two cylinders on one side. On this side we have drawn. Now what's about this side? So here also the same mirror image would be there of this shape, and for that the steps are alike. Draw, find out the points of intersection between this vertical cylinder and this horizontal cylinder. Here are the points, here 1 point, here 1 point, and at this 3 point, 2 points would be there on each 3 points. So from these points draw straight vertical lines, from here straight vertical line, from here, and straight vertical line from here. So these are the points of intersection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and back to 1. And join all these points again with the smooth curve. It is to be shown like this. So this represents the curve of intersection in front view. After drawing this curve of intersection in front view, let me think about the position of edges. As this edge as shown over here, it's a trimmed edge, it's a cutout edge, hence that would not be visible, and we can trim it, or we have to erase that portion because that edge is not visible in front view, and it is cut portion, so edges is not there. Similarly, this horizontal edge, this one, this edge from here to here, it is present there but it is not visible, hence we have to show that edge with the dotted line. And this is outside line, so represented by full line. This is full line, this is full line, this internal line would be dotted line because it is inside the vertical cylinder, hence it is not visible, so shown by dotted line. Similarly, similar case is true for this bottom portion. Here also full line would be there, and here dotted line would be there to represent the edge of the inner cylinder, that is horizontal cylinder, which is not visible in front view. And this is the outside line of the cylinder, this is the outside line of the cylinder, it's a fully visible, and this curve shows the curve of intersection between front view in front view like this. Similarly, this cylinder would be appear as a full line, so this would be the outside line of the cylinder represented by this black color. In examination you have to darken this portion only, do not use sketch pen, but you can draw these lines darker and rest all lines much lighter as shown over here. Similarly, you can represent center line of this solid as shown over here. This is the axis of this solid, this horizontal cylinder. So this is the front view of given case. In top view also you can see here these edges from here to here will not be visible because in top view it is invisible. This edge also would be invisible, hence that is represented by the dotted line like this. This is full line, this is full line, and here dotted line would be there, this dotted line. Similarly, in top view also, this is the dotted line, this is full line, and this is dotted line. It shows the top view of the edges, and these edges are not visible in top view, hence it is represented by the dotted lines like this. So this is the answer of given problem. You can write here name of view, this is front view, this is top view, and this is left hand side view, or you can just write side view of the given case. And you insert the dimension of the solids like this. Here is the cylinder, so diameter of the cylinder to be inserted like this. You can insert the dimension phi, and diameter is given as 75. So phi 75, that is diameter of this cylinder, and diameter of this horizontal cylinder, that is 60 millimeter. which is represented like this. Phi 60 means diameter is 60 millimeter. Similarly, we can insert the height of this cylinder, which is given as 115 millimeter over here. So with any method, either unidirectional method or align method, you can insert the dimension, but it's a normal practice to use align method only. 115, because our drawings are of moderate size. Hence, this is the solution of given problem, which is asked for 7 marks. You can see here the same problem, the display. This is the solution. Dotted line, center line, insert dimension 560, and name the views: top view, front view, and side view. If you have changed the scale, suppose diameter 60 is too big to draw in the drawing sheet, you can change the scale. You can write here scale 1 gem 2. It means you have to reduce the scale up to 50%. It's allowed, but you should mention the scale below this diagram, and you write the name of views at below these views. Students forget to write the name of view. It's a front view, it's a side view, and it's a top view. And this is isometric view of the given case. In examination, you need not to draw this isometric view. Just you have to draw these 3 views asked for 7 marks. So 3 marks for this view, 2 for this, and 2 for this. 2 plus 2 4 plus 3 7. Now next problem. A vertical cylinder of 80 millimeter diameter and 115 millimeter height is penetrated by a cone, base 75 millimeter diameter, and their axes bisecting each other at right angles. Here cylinder and cone intersection is asked. Cylinder diameter and cone diameter are given to us, that is 80 and 75 millimeter respectively. Draw the front view showing line of intersection, assuming the axis of the penetrating cylinder to be parallel to VP. Here it is given that the axis of penetrating cylinder is parallel to vertical plane. So given case is like this. This is the cylinder, vertical cylinder. This is a cone, and this cone penetrates through this cylinder like this, and this would be the curve of intersection. This curvature shape would be there. We have to draw this curvature shape. So for that, first let me draw XY line, which represents intersection of horizontal plane and vertical plane. Name the endpoints X and Y, and draw a circle of diameter 80 millimeter, which is given in the data, and insert the dimension like this: 580, that is diameter 80 millimeter, and take projection of its center line. So this line shows the axis of this cylinder, and draw here a triangle of given dimension like this. Top view and front view of the given triangle. Height of this triangle would be equal to diameter of the cone, which is given as 75 millimeter, and these lines are dotted lines because these edges are inside this vertical cylinder, hence it will not be visible. So this edge from here to here and from to here, that is shown by these dotted lines in top view as well as in front view. Now draw this semicircle. This semicircle represents the base of this cone, which is circular. You can draw full circle also, and divide this full semicircle into 4 equal parts, and 4 plus 4, so total 8 parts would be there of its base, and take projection like this from their all 8 divisions. Name the endpoints: point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and from these all points join these points with the apex point O over here. So this O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, O8 are the imaginary generators drawn over the periphery of the cone. Similarly, transfer all these points to front view: 1 days, 2 days, 3 days, up to 8 days, and join all these points with the apex point. So that is Now these are the points of intersection between the cylinder and cone. You can see here, this is the periphery of the cylinder, and this periphery of the cylinder cuts the imaginary lines drawn over the surface of cone over here, cuts over here. Suppose O dash 1 dash O1 is here, here is the point of intersection between O1 and this circle. So from this point draw a straight vertical line, and that line will cut this generator O1 O dash 1 dash at this point. So that is our first point. Point number 2 is here, O2 is here. So from that point draw straight vertical line that will cut O dash 2 dash at this point. Here is second point. Then O3, O dash 3 dash is here. So this here is point number 3. From that draw straight vertical line that will cut O dash 3 dash at this point. Similarly O4, O5, O6 and so on. After locating all these points in this front view, name these views, name these points. These are the points of intersection in front view, all 5 points. Now about this side. On this side also the points of intersection would be there as shown here by this curve. So for that also find out the points of intersection between this cylinder, that is pink colored circle, and these imaginary generators. So from that draw straight vertical line that will cut the respective generator at some point and mark those points like this. So this is generator number O1 in top view. So in front view O dash 1 dash is here. So from that point draw straight vertical line that will cut O dash 1 dash at this point. So these are the points of intersection. Join all these points with the smooth curve as shown here. Similarly all these points with the smooth curve, and complete the rectangle of the given cylinder like this. It's fully visible. Outside edges are fully visible, and this is the final answer of given problem. This shows the curve of intersection. One is here, another is here. This dotted line represents this hidden edge of cone, and here this vertical line should be erased because this cylinder is penetrated by this cone. Hence the material of this cylinder inside this cone somewhere here is totally removed. Hence this line is not to be drawn. Similarly here also this vertical line of the cylinder, which is totally removed because material is removed, hence here line will not be there. Similarly in case of top view, this edge and this edge would not be visible in top view, hence represented by the dotted line. This problem is asked for 7 marks, question number 3A in option. So in 7 marks, 4 marks for this front view and 3 marks for this top view, because this front view covers curvature shape. I hope the solution of this problem is clear to you. Now we continue the next problem. Question number 3B asked for 7 marks. The data is given like this. A vertical square prism, base 80 mm diameter, 80 mm side, is completely penetrated by a horizontal square prism, base 35 mm side, so that their axes are 6 mm apart. Here the axes of both the prisms are 6 mm apart, which is given data. The axis of horizontal prism is parallel to vertical plane, while the faces of both the prisms are equally inclined to VP. Now where it is given that the faces of square prism are equally inclined to VP, we have to draw square in such a way that all 4 sides make an angle of 45 degree with XY line, and axis of horizontal cylinder is also parallel to VP, hence it will be needed to draw its side view also. So let me draw the same problem with hands-on experience. A square prism is given, hence the top view of the square prism would be a square, and here draw a XY line. This is an XY line which represents the intersection of HP and VP. Now we have to draw square in such a way that these all sides makes equal angle with xy line, that is 45 degree with xy line. The side length is given to us, that is 80 millimeter. So we can reduce the scale. Here the scale is reduced 1:2, so 40 millimeter side we will take. We will draw a square of dimension 40 millimeter sides, because it's not possible to draw 80 millimeter prism on your in your examine drawing sheet. So you can reduce the scale. Now this is the top view. To draw its front view, let me take projections from the ends like this. From this end, projection like this. Height is given to us. So at a height of given height of the prism, we can draw a rectangle as shown over here, and these edges would be visible. So this is the front view of this square prism. Similarly, we can draw here meter line to draw its side view line at an angle of 45 degree with xy line, and transfer all these points to this meter line like this. Horizontal lines from all these points that will cut the meter line at this point somewhere here, and from these points draw vertical lines. From this point draw vertical line, and from this point also draw vertical line, and here extend this line, because height in front view would be similar to height in top view, height in side view. So this is the side view of given prism, and here you can draw its axis as well. Now here it is given that the axis of both the prisms bisect each other. So from here at the middle, draw the axis of the horizontal cylinder, horizontal prism like this. This axis represents the position of axis in front view, and here it is given that this a horizontal prism makes an equal angle with VP. So it is drawn such that all four sides makes an angle of 45 degree with xy line, and side length is given to us. So it is